Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another installment of Wrestling News and Brews. I'm UCEJUICE, and right next to me is my always go-to number one podcast in the world, JESCOMAYNE. How we doing this week, my man?
What's up? What's up? Shout outs to Oos Juice.
Yes,
Nice fresh
sir.
episode. We are live. Shout outs to Terps, King Resco. Thanks for stopping in, y'all.
Yes, sir. A pretty eventful week this week in pro wrestling, man. We
Yeah,
got
it was actually a great week.
we started off the week last week Sunday or last week Saturday with NXT Vengeance Day, which we'll jump into during the NXT discussion. But what were your thoughts on that overall premium live event, my brother?
Oh man, that was a good one. I was watching it out there. I was watching it outside, and bro, it was really damn good. Wasn't what we expected from NXT in the past with the Adam Coles and the carrying crosses, the Samoa Joes. Like list goes on, bro. I could talk about old NXT all day, bro. But this NXT was pretty good. It wasn't too loud as I expected it to be. It was average. It is what it is. Not
Yeah.
too much star power, but I gotta say, it was a great show. There's a
Oh,
lot of good
it was a
matches on there
tremendous show,
too.
man. Tremendous show. I thought that crowd in Charlotte was in Charlotte. It was in
Yeah,
Charlotte,
Charlotte.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that crowd delivered. That's one of the main things that made NXT what it was back then was the
the
crowd.
crowd. Yeah,
It was definitely a hot crowd to say the least. I thought everybody who wrestled that night did a great job, and I thought that at the end of it, my biggest thing that came out of that night was that Andre Chase U and
oh
that
yeah,
Chase U
bro. It's been
Chase U
getting
was
over
awesome.
since every NXT episode. King Resco enjoys
Yes.
Chase U as well, man. It's just so funny.
Yeah, the Chase U stomps took me away, man. I was tripping out. I didn't expect the crowd to go react to that, but I, I man, that tag team fatal four way tag team match they had was awesome, man.
That was
Gal,
a great. That was. I just knew that was gonna be great. I feel like Hayes versus Apollo was great too. I like that he won both falls,
yep.
and I mean that Gigi and Roxanne and that other chick. Man, they did a
Basically.
great. That was a great show. Kind of reminded me of when DX took on John Cena at that one
Yeah,
Survivor
yeah,
Series.
yeah.
Triple
Shawn
threat.
Michaels opened up with the Survivor
Yeah, that was
Series.
pretty sweet, man. Good pay-per-view, like you said. I gotta crack this one open because I cannot
Yep.
drink this hot. We got
I
this
got
MD 20. Oh, what the hell was that? We got an MD 2020. We're gonna have to shake this thing
ooh,
up.
Mad Dogs. That's what we called them back in high school, man. That
Yeah,
was
I got the
way
Mad
so
Dog
good.
today, but I see shit floating around. I should have had checked this shit.
Ooh.
Wow,
Nah,
this
fuck
is
it.
not good.
I got this black tea with a little Terramana, and I call it my tequila.
Oh
So sip
shit,
it up tonight.
tequila.
Let's go ahead and get this
Shout outs to
started,
the
man.
Terramana.
Cheers, brother.
Smells good.
Oh,
This is what we
damn,
call the bum juice right here.
man, that was high school, dog. I remember. Ooh, the blue ones. The blue ones was awesome, dog.
I don't
Yeah.
know why, but the blue ones were like a lot stronger. I don't know if that's just me, but
No,
yeah.
it's not just you, dog. It's not just you.
Yeah, this orange, I gotta say, man, it's really good, man. That's why this is my go-to. They're usually $5, but I saw it at the store for three. I was like, what the hell? Let's do this
Hey,
for the
fuck it,
wrestling
right?
news and brews.
Fuck it, we ball. Uh, um.
Monday Night
Anyways,
Raw.
man, this Monday Night Raw. Normally during this time, like it's kind of like in the middle between each premium live and this Raw. Normally it's supposed to be kind of just continue the story development. Man, this Raw was awesome, dude. It opened up with uh, Damian Priest and Angelo Dawkins, but before that we had the promo of Damien of Edge and Beth Phoenix with the Judgment Day. What'd you think of that promo? Even though my man Damian Priest fumbled it a little bit,
Yeah, what calling it Money in the Bank?
calling it Money in the Bank. I was like, please, not an AEW moment, dog. We don't need this right now,
Right,
bro.
exactly. I thought it was damn entertaining. I didn't get
Mhm.
Edge's reference that he said to the crowd,
I
but I
didn't
thought
either.
it
I had to Google it. He said, "You know what? Google it." So I
was
did
Google
because
it.
I.
Yeah,
But yeah, that match before or after that, the match though, Angelo Dawkins and Damian Priest. Of course, we've seen Damian Priest winning that match regardless. You know what I mean? What I thought of Angelo Dawkins though is I think that he's starting to kind of come into his own. If the Street Profits eventually do split, I think Angelo Dawkins does fine.
Yeah, because he lost and Montel won. So
Montez won, but I think Angelo Dawkins looked really good in this match against Damian Priest. Super agile for a big guy, man. I mean, shoot, you see him do a lot of these high flyer moves as a 6 foot whatever
and he
two.
gets back up like nothing as an athlete.
Yep, he's a freaking athlete, man.
That's right, King. Motherfucking MDs.
King
Also,
Wesco.
besides that Edge promo, which was a great way to start off Raw because get them ratings up, get
Hmm.
that boost from the crowd. Brock
Yeah,
Lesnar promo, and what he did with Bobby Lashley. I have to talk about this real quick.
go ahead, man.
Brock Lesnar gets him for the F5 chant. The crowd starts chanting. What's
One more
that?
time. One more
One more
time.
time, and that's my
Yeah.
favorite chant because I remember at pay-per-views or Monday Night Raws, wherever I was live, I would always say that one chant, like, and it would always be for a face. Like a heel wrestler would beat up a face, and I'm the only fucking drunk bastard chanting one more time, and
Yeah, I
it
forgot.
worked. I swear it
It
worked,
worked.
man. It was for Vengeance,
Yeah.
2011, whatever the fuck. And Big Show got his ass kicked or something, man. I was the only one chanting, well, one more time, and then they gave him another finisher, and it was just fucking funny, man. Always a big fan at the one more time chants, my favorite. So I'm glad that Brock Lesnar gave the fans what they want. Exactly, King. We would always chant that one more time.
I mean, who's gonna tell Brock Lesnar? You know what I mean? In the back, besides Triple H, but who's gonna say, "No, man, hey, it's gonna go in the radio, like, hey, man, tell him to get the fuck out of the ring." Like, no, it's fucking Brock
No,
Lesnar.
hell no.
Nobody's gonna tell him, no, you can't do that,
Yeah,
man. But yeah, Brock Lesnar. That promo was fucking hilarious from beginning to end. The Bobby Who thing is still a
but
thing.
it's getting over in the part where fucking
Getting
Brock saying that he lasted 4 and 5 hours in bed with Sable
That
was
was fucking
hilarious, man.
classic. He's like, after 4 or 5 hours, I'm thinking of Bobby. I was like,
That's a good attitude era stuff, man. But yeah,
yeah,
that's a little funny, right? That's a little
that's it
weird.
sounds it sounded a little zesty to me.
Right, there you
Then
go.
again, I wouldn't say that to his face, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also during that night, something that kind of came up that was kind of a shocker to a lot of people was we had Alpha Academy versus Cedric and Shelton, but they were accompanied to the ring with MVP. Now,
Yeah.
I mean, MVP with Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley. Everybody knows was a great collective group during the pandemic era, known as the Hurt Business. And for so long, fans have been asking for that to kind of come back. What's up, Tom Cable? Everybody's been kind of egging it on for them to come back, for them to reform. But storyline kayfabe, Bobby's kind of trying to do his own thing. But what do you think, JSCO? Do you think eventually with this, what we saw with the reunion of MVP and Shelton and Cedric, do you think Bobby Lashley officially comes into the fold sometime soon?
Yeah, it was just a matter of time. And Bobby Lashley was the one, bringing it up. Like, if it's going to happen, is it going to happen? I mean, it's one of his favorite factions. So, I mean, they should have never broke up. But you know how Vince is. He likes to break up everybody because he thinks it's going to be a drama. And then when you put people their ways, they go this separate ways. And it's just like nothing goes for them. It's because you should have just left them as a group. I don't know
Yep.
why Vince likes to break up fucking teams. I'm surprised he never did it with the New Day, but that was smart.
And
One thing I had to bring up, Boost. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
no, 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 sorry, go ahead, go ahead. I'll catch it after.
You go ahead, bro, because I was gonna change the subject.
Oh, I was gonna say, and out of the entire pandemic era, not too many people remember too much shit that happened during the pandemic era.
Yeah,
I mean, that was kind of like a dark time for
yeah. So no one
pro
got to
wrestling.
really enjoy the Hurt
Yeah,
Business or any of
nobody
that
really,
stuff.
but that Hurt Business angle and that faction carried, WWE.
And as you're talking about that, the Seth Rollins group too, where he was acting
Yeah,
like
with
Jesus and
Buddy Murphy
disciples.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
that,
Buddy
that one
Murphy,
was looking
AOP.
good too. But yeah, I mean, they didn't have a chance because there's no fans. What I was gonna say right now is that Carmelo. Oh, you see that comparison, Carmelo
Hey,
and Carmella?
hey,
They've been
and
going at it on Twitter,
they've been
right?
going at it, but I see it now. But continue with Carmella.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mela, I'm glad
Right.
to see her that she's not doing that. Oh, I'm beautiful kind of fucking thing. Now she's back
Yeah.
to the old school gimmick, right? Where she was kind of like a little
Yep.
into that rap
Mela
kind of
is
thing.
money.
And yeah,
I, I
Mela's
got
money.
that. I got that written down too.
And she looks hot too. Like she still looks hot, but she just looks even hotter with that gimmick. So
And
I
it's
like
it's
that.
crazier because you got You got Corey Graves on commentary on Raw,
Yeah,
always
just like
mentioned the
all
Raw
over her.
storyline.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like, man,
perfect,
Corey
man.
Graves.
Hey, no
uh,
wonder she won. No wonder she won that match.
no wonder she won. But then again, she is a former SmackDown Women's Champion, a former Miss
Yeah,
Money in the Bank. You know,
two
collectively,
time Miss Money in
two
the
time,
Bank.
2 time Miss Money in the Bank, and collectively, her accolades speak for itself. So, of
Right.
course, she definitely deserved to win that Fatal 4 Way and be put in this Elimination Chamber
Bro, I
match.
cannot wait to bring this up, man, because last week we were just talking about this. We were saying what the hell is going to happen with Baron Corbin. It's kind of stupid that he's with JBL, and
Yep.
JBL answers our fucking answers everything, right? He says he can't polish a turd. Oh my
He
god,
can't
bro! Like
polish a turd.
it was
And
just perfect. It's just like exactly what I wanted to happen. It's like, bro, I'm out. You're I can't, I can't do nothing with you. You fucking suck. I'm out of here, bro. And I feel like JBL was like that. It was just
yeah,
like it's not working. It's not working, man. That guy, I don't know.
what a way to kind of write him off, though, right? I mean, to continue to make not JBL look like, you know what I mean, the dominant heel that he is, even though
Right.
he's way past his time.
Yeah.
But if you don't, I don't know, man. It speaks for itself. If he's gonna manage somebody, that guy's got to catch
It
fire.
has to be worth
You
it,
know what I mean?
man.
It has to be worth it. And he tried so desperately with
And
this.
it sucks too, man, because when they already put Baron Corbin through a bunch of shit, man. They had him beat Kurt Angle's retirement match in WrestleMania, and I mean, he won the Battle Royal, the Andre Battle Royal. I mean, they gave this guy opportunity after opportunity, and it's just, yeah, he's good on the mic, but I don't know, man. I don't see nothing really in him. I don't like
He's
his
not marketable,
character.
man.
The Lone Wolf gimmick was good. I don't know why they ended the Lone Wolf bullshit and they went to the King Corbin and they happy this and happy that. I mean, it's
Well,
ridiculous, man.
you said it yourself. I mean, once you know, what I mean, kind of like when Vince gets his grip on shit
Yeah,
that's going well, and he initially thinks this is not gonna fucking work, he drops it, and look what
Matt
happened. You know
Marsh.
what I mean? Stan Morris, what's up, man? But you know, look what happened with Baron Corbin as a lone wolf in NXT, dominant. A fucking dog, and then comes up to the main roster as this. I think he came in as like the Constable Corbin. You know what I mean? This guy that
Yeah,
was kind of like the GM's or Kurt Angle's uh, nip on his side, and it was a really dumb way to bring him up. Shaved his head. I mean, by all means, he was balding and he needed to get a haircut,
oh
but
yeah, yeah.
that long hair and that bald spot kind of made his look even more intimidating. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Not to mention
The
he's go ahead.
Also after that, now we're right there where you're at the Shelton and Cedric. I just have to say, man, that they were doing all their damn moves. They're putting all their shit in because Shelton too. I don't know if you saw, but he was doing all his vintage moves.
Yep.
He was up on the turnbuckle doing this and that. See, like if you could just have those wrestlers wrestle how they used to. I mean, I don't know why. What do you have them doing, or just losing, or jobbing, or just backstage? Use your fucking talent. Oh, Vince McMahon, you stupid son of a bitch. I mean, bro, you got legit talent and you don't know what to do. Oh, I don't know what to do with this guy. That's why Vince, stay the fuck dead, man. Stay dead.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you see the character changes from when Vince initially was dropped from all activity, all hands on WWE.
Yeah, it's just
There's a
bro,
huge
that
shift, you
old
know.
bastard didn't know what the hell he was doing, man. I don't want to talk about him no more, but I'm just like, that's stuff that Triple H has been doing. He's been fixing everything, man. Like everything was
Yeah.
broken when Vince was running shit. Now you guys see Triple H fixing all that shit. Another thing, real quick, because I know you got a lot to say. Was I'm just so impressed with Chelsea Green, man. I'm like, she's a
Yeah.
great actor, man. She has it. Whatever she's doing with the Karen thing, and not remembering Adam Pierce, she's just like, oh, are you the manager? Like every time she sees it, it's just fucking, it's
It's
perfect.
gold, dude.
If a wrestler has a gimmick, do it like how Chelsea's doing it, man. You could tell that wasn't her thing. I know she was like a little bitchy and whatever, but this Karen thing fits too fucking good, man.
Oh, if it's great, dude. And with the way that they're pushing her, I
Dude.
think with the way they're pushing her, I mean, I feel like it's kind of inevitable that, you know, a certain someone only follows suit. Hopefully, we'll never see. We never know. But the way she kind of is honing in on this gimmick is so
Yeah,
good. And then it even carried on over into the match when she wrestled Asuka, and she had Asuka down, and she went around the ring talking shit to
yeah.
every female talent that was around the ring.
That's
More
how you make a
notably,
star, man. I mean, you got to
that's
let
how
them
you.
be themselves, especially when they have it. When they have it, it's a shame when you're telling this person, "Oh, you're doing it wrong," or you're not. You got to follow these lines or this. I mean, just be yourself, kill it out there, and that's it. As long as you're not fucking cussing or, doing stuff that you shouldn't or saying. I mean, I don't know how else you get over. I really don't.
No,
That
I.
Cody Rhodes promo with Paul Heyman, man, was
Oh my
epic.
god.
It was a great promo.
Oh, bro. I was waiting for the day where they put this Cody in the ring with Paul Heyman taking
Yeah,
a promo. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And we got it. We fucking got it. Eventually, it's gonna happen with this storyline. But man, to have just Cody and Paul Heyman one on one in that ring, and the
That
story he brought up,
yeah, that
the story he brought up,
bro, it was great because Dusty never. He says that Dusty never trained your ass, trained
yeah,
everybody else, including Roman.
that's
And you're his best son, but he's a son that he never had with Roman.
that was some deep shit.
Wow,
But
man.
he did make a good point. You know what I mean? A lot of the stars in WWE now were hand prepared by Dusty Rhodes himself, all the big stars, including Roman. But the one thing that Cody said that his dad never did was train him. He
Yeah.
trained Dustin Rhodes. Pretty sure he trained Dustin Rhodes, but never Cody. He used Cody as his Cody said it where he
Hmm.
was kind of his experiment where
Yeah,
he
his
would
experiment.
Cody,
Yeah.
he would watch Cody and whatever Cody was into and like watching wrestling, he knew like, okay, well, this is what the
Oh, this
crowd
is
likes.
what the fans like, or
That's
whatever.
all that
So he just saw him like basically as a fan.
as a fan, but it was more like his key to unlocking the happiness into the crowds that he was performing in front of, because he knew if Cody likes this, okay, then that must be the new trendy in thing that these wrestling fans
Then
like.
that must also mean too that he just saw him as his son and nothing more, right? Like he didn't see him as a
Yeah.
wrestler or any of that stuff, right?
I don't know if Cody had talked about me. I think he probably did. I don't know if you've heard if Cody had talked about his dad wanting him to wrestle in the first place or not. I'm not too sure. But I think his mom didn't want him to wrestle in the first place. I have no. I gotta refresh on that. But just to see that interaction and see that emotion come out from Paul
Well, one
Heyman's
thing I know for sure, yeah, you're right, man. Yeah, all the emotion and all that. But
and
just one thing I can just tell that he did tell him was that he should leave WWE and he should tear it up in the Indies, and that's exactly what he did. So at
yeah.
least there's that.
And he brought up that story from ECW in '99 when Steve Corino cut a promo
Right?
on Dusty Rhodes. And if during Cody's excursion, there is a promo between him and Steve Corino at Ring of Honor where he brought that same story up again.
What? Damn.
There's a clip. I'll send it to you later, but it's crazy, man. Like the way that Paul Heyman's and Cody Rhodes' history tie into each other, and for them to bring that out in these promos,
Yeah.
it just makes you more emotionally tied to this story. This is gonna
Right.
be.
It's a good story
This is just the beginning of this emotional
because
roller
it's
coaster.
real. Yeah, because it's real. Tom Cable says, "What do you guys think of JBL, Liam, Baron Corbin? Can it mean to the return of the old gimmick Lone Wolf?" And that's what everybody's expecting right now.
I'm hoping so, because I don't know what else other lifelines that
What else
Baron
can he do, right?
has. He can't go back to Happy Corbin or bum ass Baron
No,
Corbin.
not
Those
yeah,
things
none of
are
that.
done with.
Yeah, it's done.
We know that. I think JBL was wrote off because maybe he has to do other things personally outside of wrestling, but Baron Corbin does not have many chances left to get over. So
No,
we'll see what
time
he
is
does.
time is ticking for that guy. I was gonna say, moving on to NXT. What
Mhm.
did you think, Oos, about that Sol Ruka hitting that whatever she calls that move out of nowhere? You saw that
Oh
move?
yeah, I did. I did. Phenomenal fucking talent, dude. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
She was a surfer, a professional surfer
No
before
wonder.
transitioning
Yeah, I
into
could see
pro
that.
wrestling.
I could see that
You
background.
know, but both of them, her and Zoe Stark, it was a crazy fucking match, dude. You can tell they're technically trained in that PC, and everything from the basics to locks and holds and everything. Their agility is freaking none to one. It's great. Those two, I think, are great examples of what the PC can fucking do for talent who have never wrestled before. Not saying they haven't in the past, but it was a fucking great match. I don't know what that move was called though, but it was fucking awesome though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, especially Zoe Starks. I could just see her as one of those future veterans in WWE for sure, because she's already a veteran in NXT. She
Yep.
already knows everything, so it's just a matter of time when they put her in the main roster, and she's gonna hold herself like Natalia held herself for all those years. I could see her as a new Natalia, only because you could see all the experiences there, and she's there to help the next generation. So, she's gonna be in the main roster very soon. Very
Yep.
soon,
They're
folks.
already they threw her into the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? They're
Hmm.
probably prepping to see how she can be. I wouldn't be surprised they start throwing her in main event. Uh,
She's ready, man. She's too
uh
ready.
throw
She's
her
too ready.
in main event. The what you call the dark matches for the main roster. So start throwing her in those matches. See how the crowd
Especially with
reacts.
that heel turn, it was just something that had to happen already, because it's
Yeah,
working. It's been working really good.
it has been. But moving on from that, we had a what you call we had Carmelo and JD McDonough open up the show with the promo. Now, I really don't want to see Carmelo waste his time doing anything with JD McDonough. I think
No,
it's his
I don't
time.
think anybody
I,
does.
I think it's his time that he fucking steps up to Braun and takes the title off Braun and get Braun
But
ready to main roster.
with this going off, where they had their match and Dragunov comes out to help Carmelo, it only asks this question right here: is Carmelo a face now? Because I mean, he was a heel basically all his career, and after that little Dragunov and him helping him win that match against JD Madonna, I'm all thinking, is he a face now, or what are they gonna do with Braun? Are they gonna turn him heel? Because I mean, the crowd's going for Melo right now.
Yeah, but a heel Braun breaker, fuck man.
That's just like you're gonna hold the title for 2 more years.
For 2 more years, and then being that Braun, or being that this new regime is in WWE, do we see Braun Breaker turn heel, and do we see Braun Breaker return back as Bronson Steiner? I think that was
Ooh,
his original
yeah,
name that is
that'll be
supposed to
great.
be. And then uh, I forgot what the reasoning was. They didn't let him use the Steiner name, but now with Triple H up there, and the Steiners are officially inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Do we see Bronson Steiner make his debut on the main roster soon? That would be fucking awesome.
That'll be epic, man.
But also in NXT, something the biggest or one of the best matches for me that night was Chase U and Pretty Deadly. Great tag team action. Pretty Deadly is these corny ass, you know what I mean, corny ass gimmick, but it works. You know, it works.
To
And
me, they're the new Edge and Christian for sure.
New Edge and Christian for sure. And I feel like they have that witty, that little quirky, comic relief that they have that they
Yeah.
provide. It's great, but in the ring they're fucking awesome too. Them versus Gallus is going to be fucking awesome at Stand
Oh,
and Deliver.
for sure,
I'll tell
man.
you that. But the best part of the show that
The
night,
best part, man. JC turning on
ding,
Gigi. Wow,
ding
bro.
dong,
Wow.
hello, man, dude. I wasn't ready for that shit, dude. I really wasn't. I felt it coming, but man, they built up my emotions when they were talking about, do we go after the WWE
You
Women's
know what?
Title?
That sounded good. I was falling for it because
Yeah,
the whole time I thought it was bullshit. I thought JC was just uh being a bitch the whole time, and Gigi was just acting like, oh, I don't know, or just like not sure of anything. But JC, I just saw her heel, like, not, she was never gonna turn face ever. You could just tell. And then they talk about the tag titles just to throw Gigi off, and then
yep.
bam, JC just gets her, throws her in the door, and stomps her face in. And I'm not one of those people that are just like, oh, I know when shit's real. I know. Because when I fucking saw her stomp her face in like that, I was like, there's no way you can. How do you, how do you, how do you do it any way where you don't injure that person or fucking cause a bruise or anything? She
And the door
stomped
fucking
on her
cracked.
face. Yeah.
The door fucking cracked too. Like it wasn't just a little fucking sidestep, slap the side of
Yeah,
the
I'm
door.
not trying.
He
I'm
threw
not
her
trying.
fucking
Yeah,
straight in
I'm
the
not
face,
trying
dude.
to, say, oh, like trying to make an act out of this or whatever. No, bro. She, like, the door didn't even open. She threw her in there, And on top of that, she stomped her face in, bro. Like at one point, it was just like, damn, like someone's going to jail after that one.
This
That's,
was so
bro, that was brutal. That
what
was
it
brutal.
reminded me watching that was it reminded me of when Shawn Michaels turned on Marty Jannetty. Literally the same exact way he turned on Marty Jannetty. Both had their arms up and he hit him with the sweet chin music. Same exact way. Just gave me those Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels vibes. It was great, and I'm pretty sure if it's Shawn Michaels writing it, he paid homage to that moment, which was fuck, man. It's gonna be talked about until the next pay per view or until the next
I could
weekend.
possibly even say it's better, only because she got her face stomped in. You could
Yeah,
replay that shit, man, and the next day she had all big ass bruise in her face, and I'm like, yeah, I knew that was real.
and
I knew that was real.
the crying
Yeah,
made it even better, dog. You know what I mean? That she was fucking crying. I was like,
yeah,
damn,
because she didn't
crazy.
think she would hit her that fucking hard too. Damn, like
Yep.
I bet you anything they had a talk where it was just like, hit her as fucking hard as you can, like kick stomp her, like stomp her face in. Because
Well, I mean,
honestly, that's exactly what it looked like.
she is fucking what you call? She is the ex girlfriend of Darby Allen, so I'm pretty sure she's willing to
Oh,
take
that's
those.
right. She is
She's
a little
willing to take
crazy. Okay, I forgot about that.
willing to take
Yeah.
those stiff shots. But anyways, moving on to AEW Dynamite. Now, four title matches throughout the entire night. And the
Oh,
first
just four.
it was four title matches,
Just
just
four.
four. But to open up the show, Konosuke Takeshita and
Oh wait, take a
uh
shitta. You mean take a shitta, as MJF likes to
Takeshita
say.
and MJF opened up the night. Now, throughout the match, it was fucking awesome. I have nothing but the utmost respect to take a shit at he looks fucking phenomenal, dude. And he looks the fucking frame. I don't know, have you ever watched the movie Bloodsport?
Yeah, he looks like that one dude
He
at
looks
the end,
like
right?
fucking Chong Lee, man. Bolo Young.
Yeah.
He's built the same way, but dude's agile. He had there was a nice little there's a nice little spot where they're where he had did a tope con heel over the top rope, and then it was man, he just looked like he moves like a cruiserweight, but he's built
Yeah,
like a
you
heavyweight.
don't see a lot of these guys that are built like that. This guy looks like a heavyweight.
He
So,
does. The only problem I had with this fucking match is AEW's god awful production team, man. They're
no, for
fucking
sure.
terrible.
Hmm.
They filmed in on the very end of the match when the ref pulled the blade out of his pocket to hand to Takeshita, where he fucking sliced his own arm. I'm like, dog, this is the second or third week in a row where the fucking production team is zoomed in on the ref handing the blade over
And
to
they
or
gotta use blood again. I mean, I loved
oh,
blood back when it was cool, but now it's just kind of lame.
it's lame,
Because
dude. Like
like you see the WWE, and when you see people bust open like that have blood in their face or blood anywhere, you're real quick as a fan. You're like, yeah, this shit's real because they can't have blood on wrestling. And so when they do this in AEW, they blade themselves. I mean, the shit looks fake as fuck because you're just like, well, how did he get cut with the little diamond ring, or how did he get
yeah.
cut in this and that? Because now it just looks fake.
It's played out at this point. At the beginning, like
Yeah,
I
there you
said,
go. It's played out. Yeah.
it was great, man. Everybody, we haven't seen intentional bleeding in wrestling in years because WWE's PG rating. But then after a while, it's like it's the same old shit. Even the most
Yeah.
simplest fucking singles matches with a disqualification, by the way, they're still blading
Uh,
themselves. I'm like, for what, dude? Like,
That's why I put it on the Wrestling News and Brews story. I put Blade, and it's Dean Ambrose. I don't know if you saw that
I
one.
just seen that a couple hours ago. You posted. I was dying.
I was also gonna say that promo that MJF said, it kind of reminded me where he was blaming that one chick called Liv. You know who Liv is? That's obviously Liv
Yeah,
Morgan. Um, that promo that he said or was talking about, yeah, I mean, it was a little captivating for most people. You know, they're all into it. I wasn't, but they're all into it and stuff. What it really reminded me, that promo, it kind of reminded me like that Katie Vick and Kane. You know, when
uh,
Kane said
yeah.
that, and then Triple H made it into like another thing, and I don't know. To me,
Uh,
I just that's all I had in my head. Katie Vick, Kane.
yeah.
That's what it sounded like because you're basically saying about the girl getting murdered or almost
And
getting
then like he
killed,
switched
and
seats with her, and
and switch seats, and I'm just like, okay, dumbass. Well, you told that to everybody, so shouldn't you be in fucking court right now or getting
that's
fucking
what I'm
sued?
saying. I'm just like,
It just didn't make sense.
it could be okay. Tell me, we can be open here. Now, tell me, like, am I the only one that kind of feels like MJF? And I love MJF as a fucking
Me too.
heel, and I love
Me
his champ.
too.
I feel like he's kind of getting stale at this point.
Yeah, big time. And I think
It's-
I just feel like once these wrestlers like your Daniel Bryans and all your guys that you wanted them to be champion, when they finally are champion, it's just like, man, what's next? What I mean, what's like what's next after this? Because when Daniel Bryan became champion, I mean, he just got injured and that was it. I would have loved to seen what he would have done after, but I mean, it happens. I don't know why, man, but it's just like now that MJF's not going for the title, it's just like what else is there for him to do?
it's hard. It's hard for people who become champion to, I mean, to remain relevant and to remain in that top, uh,
Yeah,
how do I say it? To be the still be the guy
stay
that
on top.
everybody
Yeah,
wants to say as champion. Somebody who's done a great job as that is Roman Reigns, and I'm not saying this to kiss his ass, but that motherfucker delivers every fucking
yeah.
storyline
I mean,
to.
I could say the same thing about John Cena because
And
even though
yeah,
I hated him, he still would act like a fucking champion. Like it
yeah,
would still make you wonder. Okay, okay, no wonder this guy's champion. But with MJF, it's just like, whoa, what did you do first of all to become champion? Because I remember what he was going through, but now it's just like, oh, he's yelling too much, or he's
yeah,
well, one thing I text messaged you this, and I'll even say it because I mean it's just these storylines are so fucking obvious and repetitive, man.
yeah.
He's been doing the same thing with Cody Rhodes, the same thing with Wardlow. He's doing the same thing with Daniel Bryan, where you have to, these guys have to go through obstacles to get to you. I just feel it's just too much already. Like we've already seen that how many fucking times?
Right.
I don't know,
You're
man. I feel like Tony Khan. He says that he's a good booker and all this shit. Well,
it's
I don't know.
not.
You can't book a good story, that's for sure.
And when you have your world champion defending the title against random ass people every week, I mean,
Yeah, there you
I get
go.
you want your world champion to wrestle. Everybody wants to see the world champion wrestle or be a part of the episode in general. But to have him defend the title against random ass people, and for people, if people
Right.
are going to come after me saying, "Oh, well, he's not a random ass guy. He's one of the top talents to come out of Japan." He's out of Japan. If
Yeah, no
you're a
one knows who
Japanese,
that guy
no
is.
one knows who he is. If you watch Japanese wrestling and if you're a fucking AEW mark, you
Yeah,
know who he is. But
yeah,
outside of the AEW spectrum, a lot of this talent inside AEW, nobody
yeah,
fucking knows. You know what
exactly.
I mean? That's the sad part. That a lot of these AEW fans think, "Oh, this guy's good. This guy's good. Everybody knows him." Like, no, man. You go ask a random person who Konosuke Takeshita is, they're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that?" You ask a random person, "Oh, who's Roman Reigns?" "Oh, that's the guy that's on wrestling. He's on
Yeah,
WWE."
yeah, yeah.
It's that's just, and I'm not saying this to kiss WWE's ass, but let's be real here, man. You can't have your world champion defending the world championship against random ass people all the time.
I got a
Let
prediction real quick.
Go ahead.
That I think it's Revolution coming up, or what's that pay-per-view coming up?
Yeah, it's Revolution coming
Okay,
up.
Revolution. I predict, man, that MJF retains, and the guy that comes out to challenge him is Adam Cole because I have not seen Adam Cole since he said he was going to come back. So I
Yep.
feel like Tony Khan's waiting for the right time, and I know it's going to happen, man. Something big always happens at the end of the pay per view. Hey, yo, Tom, I'm feeling great off this MD. Don't you worry about it, big man.
Yep. So following that match, Jamie Hayter uh defended her women's championship, and it could be just me, but I feel like as long as Britt Baker is in AEW, no matter who's the women's champion, Britt Baker is always going to be the number one, is going to be the top star in that company for the women's division. The only
That's
reason she is
true.
she's the most recognizable female wrestler in there. I
Yeah.
mean,
Even
yeah,
with Paige, I mean, I still know Britt Baker more
Paige,
than Paige. Yeah.
right? So I don't know. I don't think Jamie Hayter should be the champion. She's great in the fucking ring, really well rounded in the ring, but at the same time, I think that she still plays second flute to fucking Britt
Yeah,
Baker.
because I mean the fans got her there, and I don't know who the hell she is. I don't know what the whole hype was about, but I feel you on that one. I think that Britt's always going to be the number one for sure. I do feel that.
Most deaf.
They had Daniel Bryan versus Roosh. Daniel Bryan was bleeding too.
Daniel Bryan was bleeding. It was actually a pretty funny way to start the match. He got locked in the trainer's room by MJF, and the ref started a 10 count because he wasn't at the ring. But one thing I put down for that match is I feel like Roosh was such this heavily touted signing by by AEW from Ring of
Yeah,
Honor, but uh I don't see the prestige behind him, or I do see the prestige behind him, and I see like the hype behind Roosh, but I don't think Tony Khan is delivering Roosh
Or
to
you
us.
could you could kind of see him as an Andrade right now, right? Like a replacement for an Andrade. Like it's not like, oh, this guy's better than Andrade, right? Kind of like that.
Yeah, I guess you can say they're trying to fill Andrade's shoes because eventually Andrade is going to be leaving AEW. It's already kind
Yeah,
of
for
disclosed
sure.
at this point. But Roosh is probably one of the fucking best talents to come out of Mexico. But
Well,
I'm
if Tony Khan's a smart man, he's gonna have to book him better, man.
he's gonna have to book him better. You know what I mean? It's terrible fucking booking. Roosh is one of the and it also sucks. I think maybe what he could do is put him back as the face of Ring of Honor once again, make him the Ring of Honor World Champion. But with Ring of Honor not having weekly programming or any kind of continuous shows on a weekly basis, there's no storytelling with that company. So there's so much that's kind of up in the air with all these signings that Tony Khan has, and Roosh is one of them. And I hope Tony Khan books him better in the coming months, man.
Bro, Top Flight versus the Elite.
Yes, dude. Fuck. I'll never get over the fucking Elite's entrance, man. I fucking want the carry on, the Wayward Son.
Yes,
But
sir.
man, Top Flight looks fucking great. I feel like
Especially with homeboy over there. What's his name?
AR Fox.
Yeah, Air Fox is good, bro.
He is. He's a little bit older than the two brothers, but still, he's
Damn, I don't know, bro. It's about those wrestlers are the ones that man are supposed to be up there. Especially he's a vet. You could already tell.
they both kind of
The
they
guy's tough, man. That's one thing.
yeah,
He's real tough.
he is. The way Top Flight looks like they remind me of the younger Young Bucks when they were Generation Me and TNA.
Right.
They these high flying young guys, and I know, I think, is it Dante or Darius Martin is the one that's always been hurt,
John,
right?
is it Dante Martin or Dante?
I think it's Darius Martin, the one that's
Okay.
been getting
Oh,
hurt.
okay,
That's been
okay.
getting hurt. I think that if he just stays healthy and they continue to fucking work these tag matches against guys like the Young Bucks, maybe they face a team like the Guns or the Acclaimed. They've got a great tag team division in AEW.
Yeah, that's for
As
sure.
long as they continue to build these young tag teams like Top Flight, I don't see that tag team division or these young talents going awry, man. They look fucking great. Top Flight
As
looks
speaking about the Gun Club and the Acclaimed, that was the main event,
yeah,
and it was the
and
main event for a
new
reason.
and new
And you,
AEW World Tag Team Champions.
Oos, all I gotta say is I thought that Billy Gunn was gonna screw the Acclaim so he could have his sons win the tag titles, but it was the exact
No,
opposite. And
it
you know
was
what?
the
I actually felt this was the most uh breath of fresh air because this was a great main event, man. It was something different.
Yep.
I really like this a lot, man. I was actually like, instead of doing stuff on this other thing, or when I watch AEW, I'm just always hearing it. Like I don't really watch it, but this is a
Yep.
match that I just watched the whole thing,
It was
and
a great
I
one.
just felt it was too perfect, man. Um, Especially how they're booking these guys month in, weeks after weeks. They would always be fucking with. At first it was FTR, and then they moved it to the Acclaim because they're the tag champs. So every week, week in, week out, they would just be messing with them, like talking shit to them, coming out, all this shit. And I never got why. I'm like, man, these guys are just always gonna be these two that are always getting in the way, not doing jack shit. Just
Yep.
like these two jobbers that are never gonna do anything. And man, now it makes sense. They put the titles on these guys because they're there trying to get these damn titles. And I thought it was like the best storytelling right there
Yep.
because like they're just you see them, man, backstage fucking with these guys, telling them shit, never like never stopping, just keep going, like messing with
Ass
the
boy.
Acclaim, yeah, bro, and all that. They were just getting
Man.
made fun of and roasted by the Acclaim, and then just to see them beat them, I mean, it's just
This
I don't
is
know, bro.
this
It
is
was
long
badass.
term storytelling. If you
Right, that's what I'm saying.
man,
Like AEW got something right finally, and it was on the tag division.
it was
Awesome,
great, man.
awesome.
I'm a huge
I
Acclaimed
applaud
fan.
Tony Khan for that one, man. That was really badass.
But the one thing before we move on to SmackDown, I just wanted to make this point because fuck it, it surprises. It doesn't surprise me, but then again, like fuck, man, this was this four title AEW Dynamite show drew 899,000 viewers. That's fucking terrible. But nonetheless,
Hey,
that
TNA
tag
ratings,
man,
or
that's
used to
fucking
be.
that's fucking that's NXT at its peak fucking ratings. Oh my
Oh, that's right.
goodness.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, dude. Anyways, Ms. and Mrs. drew more than this. You know what I mean? Like fuck. But anyways, moving on. Last night we had a pretty good Friday night SmackDown, opening up with Paul Heyman and Sami Zayn cutting a really good fucking promo. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Even though it's in Montreal, Sammy's not dropping these fucking, or Sammy's not taking the
Not
title.
gonna get the titles. Yeah.
It's gonna be a great match, and it's probably gonna be an emotional one too. But
I feel yeah, it's gonna be
oh,
great too because of the big pop of the crowd. It's gonna be tremendous. But aside from that, like you said, it's them titles ain't going nowhere.
nah, man. The tribal chief is not dropping his titles to Sami Zayn, no matter
No.
how much all these fucking marks want to fucking. Oh, Sammy's a deserving one.
Yeah, it's just like,
He's
bro,
not,
you were
dude.
laughing at Sammy when he was fighting Johnny Knoxville, so don't give me that
Yep.
shit, man.
And
And I don't want to hear those people too comparing him to Daniel Bryan just because of his look.
no,
I mean,
he's not.
good
He's not.
God, man.
And the thing is, WWE can't make fucking Sami Zayn world champion, and I'll tell you why. They lose money.
Yeah,
Sami Zayn is Syrian. He's not allowed in Saudi Arabia
yeah,
because of obvious reasons. He's not allowed in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest financial backings for WWE right now, with
yeah,
all the money that they're paying them. If
yeah.
they make Sami Zayn the world champion, imagine how much money they lose. Imagine they lose all their deals with Saudi Arabia because their
That's
fucking world
right.
champion is Syrian. So no, Sami Zayn is never gonna be world champion in WWE. That's point blank done. Like you gotta get over it. Mid card champion, sure, but it's just impossible for him to be a fucking WWE champion. It's just it's shitty that that's how it
Oh, so I
is.
wouldn't say never,
But then
but
again, you're right. I wouldn't say never either. But right now,
I yeah, I do agree with that 100% for sure.
it's sad. But fuck, this storyline is so good, man. Oh my gosh, dude.
And Sammy is really good. He's a
He's
great
really
fucking wrestler, really really good. But yeah, he ain't gonna be world champion till
nah.
shit at least a couple of years from now, at least
At least a
because
couple of
it's
years.
not
I mean,
always about what the fans want, man. That's why Vince did certain things. You can't always just because this guy's the most popular guy or he's getting the most chance. I mean, it did work with Daniel Bryan because he was getting legit chance and all that.
and he
But
was he
when
was marketable too, Daniel Bryan. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
but like, come on, Damien Sandow when he was playing Mizdow, he was getting the same reaction too. So I mean, don't give me that shit, fans. Don't give me that shit
Yeah.
where, oh, okay, so you're saying that Damien Mizdow deserves the world championship? Oh, that's bullshit.
Oh man, it's WWE. Like WWE's mantra is always what's best for business, man.
Yeah,
What's gonna make
yeah,
them money? Is Sami Zayn the world champion gonna make them money? No, because they're gonna make him champion, and then the WWE fans or wrestling fans are gonna get fucking tired of it quick. And then there's some new
why do you
challengers
think
gonna
Daniel
come along.
Bryan says fickle, man? These fucking people are fickle.
They're fucking fickle, man. They're easy. Look what's happening with MJF. Now, well, yeah, look what's happening with
Yeah,
MJF.
yeah.
They wanted him to be fucking champion so bad.
And look
They
at it
made him
now. I mean,
champion, and
where is it
now
going now? And now it's just like you got this 5 foot something guy as your world champion. I mean, he's really small if you think about it. I mean,
yeah,
I'm so surprised that he got his physique right. He looks great, but the thing is, man, he's small. I
he's
mean, for a
small.
guy that's that small, talking all this shit, and yet you don't have. I mean,
Somebody to beat him, like
you cannot out wrestle Daniel Bryan. I mean, at least Daniel Bryan's so small, but he has a million moves. He can submit you, can do a lot of things. But with MJF, it's just like I bet you he wouldn't last doing MMA stuff. He wouldn't last doing like anything big. Like I don't see him like ever expanding his move set. Like I don't know, bro. It's just like it works with Daniel Bryan guys like that because they have a badass move set. But this guy, I mean, I don't even know what his finisher is.
wow, you fucking stumped me too. I don't know what it is
What's
either.
his finisher? I don't know.
Oh
DDT.
shit! I I'm dumbfounded. I think it's just he's fucking grabbed the ring and he punched someone in the face. I don't
I don't
fucking
know.
know.
I thought it was a diamond ring finisher, the William Regal bullshit. I don't know, man.
But uh, following that promo, man. So we had Hit Row
Yeah, versus
wrestling
the
the
Banger
Banger
Bros.
Bros.
I said the Banger Bros. You're
The
not allowed
Banger
to say
Bros.
that.
Which baffles me because you can't tell me WWE had no clue, man. Y'all are fucking
And
tripping.
it sounds funny too, Banger Bros. It sounds like Bang Bros.
They had, I know they had to have one pervert in the fucking production or in creative go, hey guys, here's an idea. Why don't we take these guys and name of the Banger Bros?
Yeah, who's that one pervert on NXT that exposed
Kevin
Mandy
Dunn.
Rose? Kevin
Oh,
Dunn, you sick
Kevin Dunn,
bastard.
you sick
What are you
fuck.
doing over there looking at Mandy Rose like that, guy?
If you wonder why all the camera cuts right now are recently during the women's matches are going in different places, it's Kevin Dunn's fucking fault, man.
Yeah,
Fucking pervert.
bastard.
But
You got Mandy Rose kicked out.
oh, you know what? I think it is because but no.
Oh, I had to point this out, bro. I had to point it out since we're talking about this last
Yeah.
Saturday. Because I was like, why is Sonya getting all these women championship matches and always fighting Charlotte and all these big wrestlers? And yeah, you're right. It's because she's still backstage with Adam Pearce. This past Friday, she was backstage with yesterday, she was backstage with Adam Pearce again. So yeah, you're right, bro. I had no idea they're still doing this shit, but yeah, they're
Yep.
still working together. What the hell?
Yeah, opportunity after opportunity after opportunity.
Dang.
I will not fucking I will not be surprised if she ends up being Miss Money in the Bank 2023. I'll
Ooh,
tell you
that would
that
be
right
awful, man.
Then again, I wouldn't want to see
At
that
the
because
O2 Arena? No way.
oh shit. I don't Money in the Bank is at the O2. That's right.
Oh, hey, bro, this is sick. SummerSlam is gonna be at Fort Field
In Detroit.
Remember the last time WrestleMania was in Fort Field?
Yeah, well, WrestleMania
They had like
22.
almost 80 something thousand people. You think they'll get that for Money in the Bank?
For SummerSlam.
I mean SummerSlam, yeah. Do you think
I
so?
don't. I wouldn't say no.
Damn. I mean, if
And
they
then
had
Detroit,
two good main events, you
yeah,
know, I think it could happen.
and let's just go ahead and foreshadow. Say Cody Rhodes does win the world title
Yeah.
at WrestleMania. His first title defense. Imagine it's against somebody with the magnitude of, let's say, Seth Rollins. Rollins and Rhodes
At
at
SummerSlam,
Field,
Fort Field.
and Cody's a favorite in Detroit now. So I'm telling you, I don't know, man.
Yeah. When
But right
okay,
now,
I heard SummerSlam was gonna be in Detroit, right?
yeah,
Was it Detroit? Yeah, Detroit. And once I heard Fort Field, I was like, "What? Are you serious, man?" Because the
damn,
last time that
WrestleMania
they did
23.
anything in that damn stadium, it was for WrestleMania 23.
Yep.
And for it to be at SummerSlam, that is amazing. You know what, Triple H? Good on you, man. Good on you.
We had
What do you feel about everything with the Usos, man? Everything with the Usos right now. With Jimmy backstage, not knowing if Jay's gonna come through, all this stuff going on with Paul Heyman.
I want to say I feel like we're being baited into a trap, but if it is what it is, and this is kind of the beginning of the dissension of the bloodline, I think is being booked beautifully because if we think about it, Jay Uso stepping away from the bloodline, it wasn't a surprise. He was forced into this shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He was forced into this shit. Jimmy just decided to join in because
Yeah.
hey, my brothers with Roman, I might as well be with it too. But Jay didn't want to be a part of this shit from the beginning. You know what I mean? He
Yeah, and did you hear that part where Sammy tells him, I acknowledge you? That was crazy right there, man, because when he told him that, I bet you anything Jay kind of felt like, oh man, am I the next Roman or what? Because damn, that's what it looked like.
And when he came out of the crowd,
Yeah, I mean that was a big pop and like
great reaction.
it was so crazy too, man, because everything was dark. It wasn't a big pop for TV, but it was a big pop for whoever was there live because when you saw him coming down on the stairs, everybody was slowly going crazy because they're
It was an
like, I don't know.
organic
That was
thing, dude.
cool. That was cool, man.
That shit wasn't forced either. That was organic
Yeah,
as fuck. And if you noticed, he was being referred to when he was coming down the steps. They were referring to him as main event Jey Uso. We haven't heard that
man.
shit since he wrestled Roman in the Hell in a Cell.
Bro, main event Jay when he won the fucking Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Right there, I just felt like, dude, this guy could be an Intercontinental Champion now. Like, I would have never ever in my life think that one of the Usos could become an Intercontinental Champion, but I think Jay can. I really think he can be a fucking even a world champ one day.
I think so too. But that's the thing with fucking tag teams that are so strong like that. When you have them split up, it's kind of like fuck. You know, one guy's gonna rise, and the other
And
guy's
that's Jay,
kind of
man. That's
descend.
Jay.
We've seen that shit all over the place. We've seen that shit with the Hardys. Jeff Hardy soared as
Jeff.
a singles wrestler, and
Yep.
Matt Hardy kind of just withered around. The Dudleys,
The Dudleys,
uh,
none of them did.
none of them. You're right, but Bubba Ray did
Edge
his
and
thing.
Christian, Edge went all the way
Edge
to the
fucking
top.
skyrocketed. Christian,
Christian was hanging, at least he won the world title, so he was
he
hanging
did.
in there.
Christian built his own
Yeah, he
fucking
did.
legacy,
Yeah, he did.
and then you know what I mean. You have the Steiner brothers, Scott Steiner,
Scott
fucking
Steiner,
skyrocketed. Rick
man.
Steiner kind of floated around in the mid card.
Hey, when you
Kind of had
talk
his
about Scott Steiner, you got to remember that Steiner recliner, but with the pole
with the
on the
fucking.
neck. Oh man, that's how I know Scott Steiner.
I know Scott Steiner because anytime you wrestle him, you got a 33 and a third chance. But you know what I mean. But it's if Jay ultimately seems like he's gonna be the guy if they do split apart. They split the Usos, which is gonna be kind of a shocker to everybody. If they do split them, I think Jay is the one that elevates, and Jimmy kind of just either he sticks by Roman's side or he tag teams with Solo, or I don't even think that would happen because I think Solo soars on his own too. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do with Jimmy for real,
I
man.
wouldn't know
I
what to do
mean,
with
ever since
Jimmy.
he got injured, I just felt like he missed a lot. You know what I mean?
Yep, and he's kind of been having his own thing. He's kind of always had, his battles too. You know what I mean, with being suspended for those DUIs and shit. It's kind of hard to.
Right,
It was kind of
right.
hard to get people behind him. It was easy for Jay to be fucking marketed because this is a time when the tribal chief finally came out and the first guy that he kind of really did feud with besides winning the title from Bray and Braun was Jay. You know what I mean? It was fuck, dude. Like it's gonna be hard to see Jimmy kind of do it on his own, but it was a great match. The Usos retained, and you know what I mean. I still kind of feel good about it because it means whoever's gonna win the title from
Yeah,
them,
and
they
Jay
have
win.
great match.
Jay picking up the victory just solidifies him as a top dog in that damn team.
Yeah.
Holla if you hear me, Tommy. Fatal four way. Matt Moss. What the
Dog.
hell?
All right. Madcap Moss to me is another fucking Baron Corbin dog. Like he's great. He's great in the ring, but fuck, man, like he has. There's no gimmick about him. He's
Zero
just Riddick
personality.
Moss. He's Riddick Moss, and he wears black trunks, black boots. He's got a valet. He's got Emma as his valet. I mean, it's fuck, dude. Like of those four guys in that match, Rey Mysterio, Damian Priest, Rey Mysterio, Karrion Kross,
Santos.
Santos
I
Escobar.
could have seen any other three win that.
Any of
Preferably,
those
preferably Karrion Kross, but bro, this
Yes.
motherfucker wins. But okay, but I do respect that only because that was Vince's guy. He's an ex-football player, all this shit, and he hasn't been on TV, or when he's on TV, he's getting jobbed out. So I kind of understand that. And another thing too is he was doing some thing for, I don't know, I think for the NFL, or I don't know. They're saying that he was doing something like important. Oh, I guess something for the Eagles. So I could see him why they put him in there.
The Eagles.
But I mean, I don't know, bro.
I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that this is just for him and Walter or him. And
Yeah, because I was all thinking, oh, okay, this guy's gonna be in an elimination chamber, and
it's
no,
for him and Gunther at elimination.
yeah, okay, so that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I think right now they're just trying to make Gunther the biggest fucking guy right now. He's just
Yep.
gonna take on anybody, all comers, and he's gonna beat this guy on Friday. Quick work. He's gonna fucking win that elimination chamber, and he's gonna get ready for Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Mark my words.
Oh my gosh, dude, Brock. They're saying that there was also a possible rumor of if it's not him and Brock at Mania, it would be him, Sheamus, and Drew
Drew,
for the IC title at Mania in a
that would be
triple threat.
sick.
That would
Hey,
be
and
awesome.
with Sheamus winning would be fucking awesome. Or
Yep.
either one of them winning is just like, as a fan, I don't care. It's just that they're all fucking good and they all deserve it.
And Sheamus got to get that one for that fucking Grand Slam. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's been wanting that one. He's been looking for that one.
One
Ooze Juice. What did you want to do? Moment of the week, or do you want to do wrestling news?
before I get into that, there's one more thing I wanted to talk about SmackDown. This was during the segment of Ronda Rousey returning to.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So Ronda Rousey returned, and it kind of seemed like Natalia was baiting Shayna, and Shayna was talking shit about Ronda. Does this eventually set up
Oh yeah,
Shayna and Ronda?
yeah,
At
Mania and Mania.
it's gonna be great. But the one thing I want to talk about this segment is, my God, Natalia has the most fucking plastic surgery done on her face that I've ever seen on her.
Wow, I mean that's
She
not the
looks
first
like
time I
Lil'
heard
Kim,
that.
dude. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
they're roasting her all on social media.
I noticed it today watching the promo on YouTube. I'm like, dude, she looks like a fucking beast on her face, bro.
Did you see that match card? Somebody zoomed into her face, and yeah, man, it looks. She doesn't look the same anymore.
She looks fucking terrible, dog. I mean, fuck. Anyways, that's
You got
all.
this face that maybe she looks like she's 30 again, or maybe early 40s, and you got this like 50-year-old woman's voice. She just sounds like an old fucking lady with this fucking tight face.
Holy fuck. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm not gonna fucking see Natalia the same on fucking. Now that you say that shit, I'm never gonna see her the fucking same.
It's just I
Anyways,
hear this deep ass voice and this like tight ass face. Okay, moment of the week or wrestling news, bro.
uh, uh, okay, so let's go ahead and jump into to our moment of the week.
Okay.
So, what was your? Let's start off with you, brother. What was your moment of the week this week?
All right, I got two of them. The first one, the primary one, I'll save for second. So just one I had to throw out there. Sammy telling Jay he acknowledges them. That one was like moment of the week for me. But after from watching, for some reason, I saw Rampage, and my brother was all like, "Hey, check it out! They got the Impractical Jokers." I don't know if you know that show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh fuck yeah, man.
Okay, so I'm a big fan, and I watched their movie too. I thought that movie was fucking funny. They're showing the Practical Jokers on Rampage on the beginning of the show, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They got Murr and they got Q, and everything was cringe. Like they're there talking, and then the Jericho appreciation comes out, and then they start rolling them, right? They start like punching them and beating them up and stuff like that. But man, you should see, like, if you watch this again, just look at Murr. He's like okay, he's like laying down and he's getting beat up and stuff, and at the same time he's sitting up and he's just like looking around, like he's looking like this, like that, like he's not selling shit, bro. Like they're just punching him and all this stuff, but the whole time they're punching him, he's just like this. I swear, like he's not selling a goddamn thing. It's just like it was so weird, bro. I just felt like, damn, like, don't you know you're getting beat up right now? They're just fucking fake kicking him, fake punching him, and he's just sitting up and he's just like this. He doesn't know what to do, and he's talking to Q. He's just like this. You can hear him talking to him, and then they fucking put Q on the table, and then they get Murr, but it was lame, man. They got Murr shield style power bomb. They both pick him up and they put him on Jack Swagger, and then Jack Swagger power bombs him onto Q. And then Murr is just like still talking to Q, like he's like laying down, but you can still see Murr like telling him that his elbow hurts, because I guess like when he comes down, Murr hits the fucking table with his elbow, and the whole time he's just touching his elbow and he's just talking to Q. But I'm like, God damn, bro, he can't sell anything. Oh
No,
my god.
or do you think Sal's Sal's somewhere with his headset on saying and fuck
Yeah,
Murder?
you know what? I would have had. Yeah,
This
I
was
was
this
just
was
like,
Murr's punishment. Murr
bro.
was a loose. Murr lost the fucking episode. This is
Yeah,
his
I feel
punishment,
like
dog.
Sal would have been a better deal to put on there because he would have
Fuck
actually
that,
fucking
dude.
sold that shit.
Hey
But
man,
what was
Sal's
your
a
moment?
big fan.
Yeah,
But
he is.
my moment of the week this week, my moment of the week this week was actually it was a part in SmackDown that to me is fucking is crazy. Sami Zayn looking at Paul Heyman and telling him, like Roman does not tell Roman he doesn't have to worry about Cody because he's got to worry about me taking his
Is that when
I
he
was like,
fucking hugged him? Right? Is that,
when he
that when he
hugged
hugged
him,
him?
I was like, oh shit. Cause you know what, Cody did the same thing with that hug. You know what I mean? Tell Roman. You know what I mean? I was like, oh,
Oh
fuck.
yeah, damn. I didn't even. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that.
It was fucking it was a great moment for me. I was tripping out because like we never really get to see the serious side of Sammy in a long
Yeah, yeah. I mean, since
in
NXT.
years. Yes, in years. The last time I seen Sammy this serious was when he was getting ready to drop the NXT title to Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah,
Now
see,
we
that's
got
what I'm saying.
serious Sammy
Yeah,
again. I'm
we're
like,
back at the
man,
NXT, Sammy.
yep. It was a great moment, and I think it's going to lead up to an even more compelling storyline. Even though Roman is going to win the titles again, he's going to retain the titles at EC. It's gonna be a great story. We're just in the beginning of this emotional roller coaster leading up to WrestleMania,
Right.
bro. Anyways, wrestling news of the week, man. This goes over to you, JESCOMAYNE.
Wrestling news of the week, folks. So right now I have Jay White, loser leaves brand.
Motherfucker, that was mine. Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad I went first, man, because like
Ah,
I
fuck.
was gonna have a second one too, because I was like, man, you know what? I think Oos is gonna he's gonna put this, but to me, that's the biggest news to come out right now, man. Hey, and I also
Yeah.
put it'll be interesting who he signs with, man.
It will be. Uh, One of my other moments of the week actually was about that match. I don't know if you got to see the ending of that Jay White and Hikuleo match.
Oh,
And
I didn't.
he had him getting ready to choke slam him, and he fucking they two sweeted.
Oh,
While
what?
Jay White was, bro, you gotta watch it because Jay White was trying to two sweet him. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of like the Oma, you know what I mean? Like the passing a torch. Like, you know what, my time is done. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And being that Hikuleo's not in Bullet Club anymore, he still said, you know what? Too sweet, man. Choke
Whoa. And he finished them
them
off
one,
after?
them 1, 2, 3. But fuck, it's inevitable. It's already going around that he's coming to America. But where is he going? Is he going to AEW? Is he going to WWE? WWE seems to be the hot topic right now, man. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I don't see why the hell not, man.
Why not, dude? He's already tasted the AEW waters. He's
He's
already had.
already been in TNA and all that stuff, man. Just go to the big leagues. Stop being a bitch, man. Go to the big leagues.
Go to the big leagues and fucking soar.
If this guy is as big as he said that he's bigger than Kenny Omega, well, why can't this guy be like, you know what? I am better, bigger and better than Kenny Omega. Let me go to WWE and let me show that motherfucker that's still in AEW that I can get this shit done and I could win a world title over here.
Yep.
Something you can't do. How about that? That would
And
be
all those
fucking interesting.
AEW guys were there's a lot of people who went to AEW or who started it with AEW who said like, like we want to go ahead and prove to the world that you don't have to go over there to to let it be known that you're the best in the world. Like, motherfucker, yes you do.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I
do.
mean? Like, you can go ahead and run around with your AEW friends and say
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah,
best wrestling promotion in the world. Like,
yeah,
until you fucking wrestle on a WrestleMania card, which is
yeah.
like we always say, if a wrestler says, "Oh, I don't want to go to WrestleMania. I don't want to wrestle at WrestleMania,"
Bullshit. You're
you're
like
fucking
saying you don't.
lying, dude.
It's just like saying, "Oh, I never want to be in the Super Bowl. Oh, I never want to make it to the NFL." And you're in
Yeah,
college football, or you're hell, you're even in the XFL. I mean, that's a fucking lie, man.
that's a
At the
lie, dude.
profession that you work, you
You want
wouldn't want to
yeah,
do the ultimate thing. Go fuck yourself, man. That's
go fuck
bullshit.
yourself, dude. So
I
like,
mean, AJ did it, and we always thought he would have never came to WWE. And look at him now.
yep,
What, a three-time WWE champion?
and if
Wow.
and people were saying, well, when AJ Styles' contract is up, he's gonna go to AEW. He's still here,
Why
man.
would
They
he?
said
Why
they said the
would
same
he?
thing about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens when their contracts were coming up a few years ago. What did they do?
Why would
They
they?
re-signed the dotted line because they're
Bro,
already there,
they
dude.
were all WWF fans, man. All those guys were WWF fans. So
Jumping over there would just be a step down, especially if like you said, if Jay White feels and believes that he's the best in the fucking world, better than
go
Kenny
prove
Omega,
it.
like you
Go
said,
prove it.
then by all means, WWE, I'm pretty sure, is giving them the hey,
The
you
thing
know, you
is,
can
the
go on
thing is
over.
that these lazy motherfuckers don't want to do. They don't want to own their craft. They don't want to get better in acting. I mean, they just feel, oh, I'm good at wrestling. I can stay here. I could become a star. That's a fucking lie, man. It's just there's so many things to being a wrestler, like getting over with the crowd, doing your part to keep that fucking championship on your waist. It's just like it's not all about politics. It's like if you're so good, look at Cody Rhodes. Look how good he is. Imagine if Jay White, as good as he say he is, he might even say he's better than Cody. Well, why not fucking prove it, man? Because yeah, you know what? With Vince, even though you were good and talented, he wouldn't look at that. But it's run by a way different guy. It's run by fucking Triple H. And look
Yep.
at Gunther. He's actually proving that he's great on the mic. He's great on the ring. He's a big fucking draw. That's why
Big.
he's in the position he's in too. Because you
Remember
have to be great.
the one thing that NXT Black and Gold possessed was that they were able to scalp all these top talents from top indie promotions to or other
Yeah.
promotions, and that's how they kind of built their way into this mainstream crowd was signing all these guys and putting them in the same fucking show. Say that NXT is trying to go back to that same direction as they once did, which kind of seems like what they're trying. That is what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Signing Jay White and putting him in NXT with, they already signed fucking Dragon Lee, who's a fucking ace in their pocket right now. They can pull out any time.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine them signing Jay White and fucking putting the fucking promotion on his back, and just imagine the more overflow of those old indie talents who want to come back and make their name in NXT. NXT just grows all over again. If there's a place you want to prove yourself, come to WWE, man. Don't fuck around.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't.
I completely agree with that because I'm just tired of these people like Osprey and all these fucking people saying all this shit about WWE. I mean, obviously you're a fucking hater, man. You're a
Yeah.
hater because you don't want to try to get there. I mean, you could easily get signed over there, but you just feel like, oh, I got to make my mark here. I got to do this and that. Whoa. I mean, you can make your mark in New Japan, but I'm telling you, they're just like WWE. They're gonna push their fucking Japan guys all the way, and the US guys are only going to get the title maybe once or twice. Like,
Yep.
look at Kenny Omega. That guy could have been a IWGP champ again, but no, they put him with the US title just so they could give the dog a bone. But that's one thing that I mean, if you want to talk about WWE, look at New Japan. They're the same fucking way. They always give the title to their John Cena, Okada. They're gonna
Yep.
keep going back at him because that's their fucking guy. So
That's their guy.
you can talk all this shit that WWE ain't shit. Well, you know what? You ain't shit because you're in a fucking company where you're never gonna progress.
Yep.
I mean, Jay White's barely what, a 2-time champ. So I mean, it's not like you're a 10-time champ. You're not doing. You're not changing the game or nothing. You're still at the same place. I mean,
They said
that's
they
why I
said the
laugh at
same
these guys,
thing.
man. They try hard and they fucking lose years at that promotion. And look at them. They get treated like shit. And you think WWE would treat you like that? Look at AJ Styles, man. He has accomplished a lot of shit and so little.
Yep, in so little time, dude. A lot more than what he's ever done over
Exactly.
at TNA
That's
Impact.
why I don't get this bullshit where they shit on WWE or you shit on it because you think that you can't do anything there. Well, I mean that's your weak fucking mind and mind. I mean, I don't know
Yep.
what the fuck to say.
Hey, by all means, if you want to go and fucking perform in front of 899,000 fucking viewers a week, go to AEW. But if you want to
Yeah,
go and
go to Wrestle Kingdom where that shit
go,
barely gets 20,000, 30,000 people. I mean, bro, the O2 Arena can get about what, like 40,000 or shit.
and you
I
know
mean,
that once tickets go on sale for that Money in the Bank, it's gonna fucking sell out, dog.
wow, bro, I cannot wait for that shit.
Hell yeah! But this was a great fucking episode of Wrestling News and Brews. Obviously, we're open to talk about anything professional wrestling. So, by all means, if you're not doing anything next week, Saturday, we'll be here at the same place, the same
Same
time.
time. Let me kill this one for
Yeah.
them wrestling news and bros.
Yes, sir. Mad Dog 2020. Hey, man, JESCOMAYNE, I appreciate you always. And I'll see you all next week. JESCOMAYNE, we back at it next Saturday, my brother.
Too sweet.
Too sweet.